Yo, what's up YouTube? Royal Rumble 2019 is this coming Sunday, and I'm back with Royal Rumble speculations with a few predictions as well. WWE Royal Rumble 2019 pre-show begins at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Actual pay-per-view begins at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, only on the WWE Network for $9.99 or free for new subscribers. This probably means I'm probably going to miss a piece of the pre-show. However, I will catch it later. Pre-show matches include, first up for the United States Championship, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Rusev. I think Rusev will retain because it's Rusev Day. Honestly, I don't think WWE really cared to put thought into this match. These two will probably continue this feud a little longer and maybe until the final battle blow off at WrestleMania. Match 2 is for the Cruiserweight Championship, Buddy Murphy versus Akira Tozawa versus Kalisto versus Hindu Itami. I haven't really been keeping up with 205 Live. However, I'm going to go with Buddy Murphy to retain. In a match like this, it's usually a story of the odds aren't in the favors of the champion. For this reason, I think Buddy will retain and possibly lose a one-on-one match to one of these men on the WrestleMania pre-show, because you know they don't care enough to put this on the main card. The actual card for the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. First, I'll go with the Universal Championship match, Brock Lesnar versus Finn Balor. I don't think there's any way Balor will become the champion. We've seen Brock beat AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan, Braun Strowman, and all these other guys only to lose to Finn Balor. No disrespect to Balor, but the only way he stands a chance is a count out or a disqualification. Match 2 for the WWE title, AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan. This is another match I see the champion retaining. I honestly don't know who should win this, but right now Bryan is hot, and I think it's time AJ Styles went to Raw. Who should challenge Bryan at WrestleMania? We'll get into that later. Also, let me say this is more of a speculation and fantasy booking on my part with these matches. Royal Rumble is actually hard to predict with the title matches having 60 different ways that they can go, and that's just with one-on-one matches. The SmackDown Tag Team Championships on the line with The Bar versus the Best in the World. This is one of the matches I'm interested in simply because of what may happen that may come from the match later on. I think that we're going to see first time ever new tag team champions, The Miz and Shane McMahon. And I honestly think that The Bar, the Usos, and New Day going back and forth has become stale, and we need something different. This match could spice up things going into WrestleMania, especially with some people thinking McMahon versus Miz is happening. I also think that this should be one of the matches they put on first in the card. Match 4 for the SmackDown Women's Championship, Asuka versus Becky Lynch. I think as much as we all love Becky, she won't become champion. Fact is, Becky doesn't need the title, and going forward into WrestleMania, her feud won't be about being the champion. This match should also come in early in the night just so Becky can enter the Royal Rumble later after her loss. Next up for the Raw Women's Championship, Sasha Banks versus Ronda Rousey. In my speculating booking mind, many of these matches will tie in together as it should with the Rumble and it'll lead into WrestleMania. While it's possibly not the way WWE are thinking, I think Sasha Banks should come out of this the champion, with Becky costing Ronda Rousey the title. This leaves us with the possibility of gradually setting up the Horsewomen versus Horsewomen feud by getting Sasha and maybe even Bayley involved as well. With Becky and Ronda both not having titles, they could still face off at WrestleMania. Match 6, the Women's Royal Rumble. I think the winner of the Royal Rumble match should be Bayley. This sets up Bayley challenging Sasha at WrestleMania. The two of them could then not team up to go after the Women's Championships at the Elimination Chamber and could lead to a classic WrestleMania match, giving us the match we wanted many months ago. I mentioned adding Becky to the match before. I think this should be done just to have the audience believe that she'll win and make it to the end. And I think she should at least make it to the Final Four. Last, we had the Men's Royal Rumble match. At first, I was thinking either Seth Rollins or Drew McIntyre, but wondered who would possibly win on the SmackDown side of things if SmackDown took the win. So instead of Rollins and Drew, let's have the Final Four be Drew, Seth Rollins, The Miz, and Shane McMahon, with The Miz tossing Shane McMahon out to get the win. Miz is the winner of the 2019 Royal Rumble. You could do the Hulk Hogan Sid Justice spot from Royal Rumble 92 with Miz sneaking up from behind to eliminate Shane McMahon. This leads to the new SmackDown champions having tension. Miz can then challenge Daniel Bryan to set up an ending to the feud that never officially ended. This could later give us a Miz versus Shane match for the WWE Championship. There's also been speculation of Ronda Rousey leaving after WrestleMania. Doing this would give her a reason to return to Survivor Series, giving us the Horsewomen versus Horsewomen in the classic Survivor Series elimination match. Guys, I'm just having fun with this. Leave your predictions, thoughts, and comments, and let's have an open discussion. Tell Grandma it's okay to disagree. Tell Grandpa don't fist fight me just because he's all into Becky. As far as surprises go, I think there's a chance we will see Abyss in a one-time match type thing. In the Women's Rumble, maybe we'll get some legends that didn't make it into the last Rumble. I honestly haven't thought much about surprises because it always leaves you disappointed. There won't be no Kenny Omega. Probably no Rock. Maybe the Bludgeon Brothers will return. Maybe the announced NXT call-ups or the Leader of Worlds. I don't know. Tune in Sunday to the WWE Network. Only $9.99 or free to new subscribers. Comment below. And speaking of subscribers, guys, help me out. Let's grow. Enjoy the Royal Rumble weekend, YouTubers.